I recently did a 4-day backpacking trip to Mission Pine Basin. Here's the story about day 2. Day 2 started at Big Cone Spruce Camp at about 3,800 feet, and then we had to go 1.2 miles on the little yellow trail there in the middle up to McKinley Springs Road, which is 1,400 feet higher. Here's what the trail up that road looks like, and it was nice and clear and wide. It was so nice compared to the day before when we were fighting through all the trees. This was a pretty clear path, but straight up the mountain. Had some great views back at the valley and Hurricane Deck. Here's a cool old trail sign that shows how it was 11 miles to our camp that I'd gone till now. Here's a close-up of the sign. It's big country. Here's one more picture from the road with the sign. That's the Sierra Madre mountain range in the background. We were at the snow limit here basically, and when we hiked out 2 days later, the snow was almost all melted. Here's some little feet from some little critter. I don't really know what this is. It hopped here, hopped up here, stood there with its 4 paws, stepped there, and then it was off. So once we got to the road, we had to hike 1.4 miles to McKinley Saddle, where then we got on a trail that was mainly snow. So snow line was about 5,200 feet, and then as we got close to 6,000 feet, there was a lot more snow up towards San Rafael Mountain. That's a picture of San Rafael Mountain that I'll be hiking up next. Here's Chip. Lots of snow going up San Rafael. Deer prints. See it going way down in the snow. Hopped over to here and kept walking. Weird burnt logs up on top. Once we got onto the ridge, we saw these painted lady butterflies migrating across. The next hour I was walking across the ridge, these butterflies kept flying across. I didn't get a good picture of them, but I got this one. You can see a couple flying by in the next video. The butterflies keep coming. There goes one right through here. They get caught up by the wind right up here. They'll be stuck on this ridge trying to get over. The wind's blowing in my face as I point this way. These guys are going that way. I can see a few buzzing through there. There's one. They ride the currents. Once we got over San Rafael Mountain, we were up in the pine trees. Here's a nice cone with Darren in the background, hiking in the snow. One of the most beautiful pines in California is the sugar pine. Look at how these elegant limbs branch out, and then they have cones right on the end. And those cones are like a foot long. I'll show you a picture of some. Here's some of these big sugar pine cones. You can see a mixture of other cones around, and there's my big size 13. So those are over a foot long, massive cones that open up nice. Lots of nice old snags. After San Rafael Peak, we had about 2 miles to hike to Mission Pine Springs Campground. Here's a nice little creek flowing over and creating a little backdraft of bubbles. Here's a couple sugar pine cone. One is closed and one is open. Lots of fire damaged and ravaged trees, and you get all kinds of bizarre sculptures up here. I just thought I'd show you the scale of some of these trees. Are just massive. So look at this one. It goes up and up and up and up. That was a monster tree. And still the silver bark is falling away, and it's all this kind. And it falls at the bottom of the tree. Big old chunks. It just falls apart. We made it to Mission Pine Springs, 6 miles in 6 hours. When we got to camp, I found a broken spork, so I attached it onto a limb, duct taped it on, thought I had a good spoon going.